So students, that's the first question of today. We have two compounds AB2 and A2B2. So this question was in JEE Mains 2019. So these two compounds, and what we need to find? We need to find their molar masses and their weights is given to us. So you can say weight or you can say mass. So I will say mass. Okay. So now students, what are the symbols that we use? We use the symbols small n is equals to small m upon capital M, and that is equals to n upon n naught. So this n is your number of moles. So, and this is upon 1. Okay. So this is the given things, and these are the standard things which is written in the denominator. So given moles, given mass, given number of particles. Standard means 1 mole has molar mass and Avogadro's number. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we will following this equation. This equation is for a compound. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So here I am writing capital M. Capital M means molar mass. Okay. So you have a compound AB2. So what will be the molar mass of this AB2? How it is composed? So molar mass of A plus, because there are two atoms of B, so molar mass of B multiplied 2. Okay. So 2 moles, twice molar mass. What will be the molar mass of the second?
Sir, 2 Ma plus 2 Mb.
Okay, very good. 2Ma plus 2Mb. So students, these are the variables that you need to find. You can assume as them as x, and you can assume it as y also. That's your choice, because this is your x and this is your y that you need to find. And now what about their molar mass? See, go to this formula. N is equals to m upon m. So this formula is quite simple, students, right? Moles, mass, number given, and then standard. So what is m equals to? So m equals to, so this m will go upside and this n will down. So given mass upon number of moles, right?
Yes, sir.
So number of moles is also given for, so n upon m upon n. So both the things are given to you, students. What is m? AB2.
Sir, 125 into 10 to the power minus 3.
125 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by how many moles are given? 5.
5.
In this case,
300 into 10 to the power minus 3 by 10.
300 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 10. So what do you get here? As this, can I write? I can write it that side also,
Yes, sir.
and this side also. That's so that's the
25
same.
into 10 to the power minus 3.
So 5, 25. So 25 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. What this will be equals to, students?
30 into 10 raised to the power minus 3.
Can you solve these two linear equations now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have two equations.
Sir, option D will be the answer.
Okay. Okay, good. Let others also find it.
Yes.
Okay, students. So it was quite simple. X plus y equals to 25 into 10 to the power minus 3 and 2x plus 2y. So it was x plus 2y, sorry, is equals to 30 into 10 to the power minus 3. So subtract this one. So you get x equals to 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 and put this value of x over here. So you get 2y is equals to 25 minus 5 into 10 to the power minus 3, that is 20 to the 10 to the power minus 3, and y equals to 20 into 10 to the power minus 3. So students, x is this 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 and this is 10 into, so this is your y. So y will be this divided by 2, it is, so this 2 is here na beta. Yes, got the answer, students?
Sir, your mic is again turned off.
Okay, thank you. Students, have you got the answer, miss?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was just explaining it to you. Means this means subtract this equation to this equation. So 2 minus 1. Yes. So you get this minus minus. So x equals to this, and then put the value of x over here. 2y equals to 20 times by minus 3, and y equals to this divided by 2 and this. So that's your answer. Is this okay, students, or not?
Yes.
Shall we do the next question?
Yes, sir.
Next question is also quite easy, students. And you can do this question all by yourself. It's quite easy. So minimum amount of oxygen consumed per gram of reactant is for the reaction. So you have 4 reactions. You have to tell which one is the correct answer. You have to find the minimum amount of oxygen consumed. Okay. So oxygen is consumed in all these reactions per gram of reactant. So this is your reactant. So here you need to find the where do we have consumed the minimum oxygen. Okay. So let me do the first, like we have to check all these 4 parts, students. Let me do the first one for you. C3H8. Yes. What's the mass of this? It has 1 moles of this. So,
Sir, 24.
12 into 3 plus 8,
44.
44 grams. And 1 mole, so 44 grams. Now what about oxygen? 5O2. 5 into
32.
16 multiplied 2, that is 32. So that is 160.
160.
160 grams. So ratio will be 160 grams is the oxygen consumed per gram of reactant. So this is your reactant and this is your oxygen. So oxygen consumed per gram of reactant. So you get here. So similarly find it for case B, C and D, students. Okay. And tell me where the ratio is minimum. And see, it is given to you. The atomic mass is 56, 16, 24, 31, 12 and 1. Okay. Come on, this is very simple question. See, this was there. So these kind of questions. So if you have interest, if means you people are interested, so you can do good in these exams. And students, tomorrow, like I have class in the morning also, so there will be sort of revision. If you would like to attend it, you can attend, because I will take the revision part. Basically means in the revision parts means starting from the laws and then till the end. So sort of revision I will be taking, revision of the chapter. So if you would like, you can attend that also. In the physics I will be taking differentiation, okay, in the morning class. So in the evening also there will be classes, like, so in the morning, like I will be taking differentiation, in chemistry this, and in maths I will be taking some easy questions of IIT only, okay.
Okay, sir.
So morning classes will also be significant, so attend the morning classes also. So just like you have school time, so just like that, okay. So attend, so only 3 classes will be there instead of 5. So attend the morning classes and then the evening also. But this is high time, okay. We need to have a good start. So good start means half work is done, okay. Done the answer, students? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. What's the answer? Huh?
C option. That's it.
Yes, option C is correct. Yes. See, in the second, what's your oxygen is 124. Sorry, this reactant is 20, P4 is 124 grams, which is 31 multiply 4. And what about the oxygen? It's the same. So 124 grams upon 160. And then for the C, it's 4 Fe. So 4 into 56, that will be 224. And here I have 3 O2. So 3 into 32, that's 96. So 96 upon 224 grams. And then D option I have 2 into 24 is 48. And here I have 16 to the 32. So that's 32 upon 48. So you can clearly see, students, yes, without even solving you can tell, because here the gap between these two is, yes, so this is minimum, okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, this is 48 and this is 24. So 24, if 24 will be there, then only it will be half. But here this is 2 to 4. So half of 2 to 4 is 112. So this is lesser than half. So this is lesser than half. This is greater than half. And this 124, this is 160 upon 124 actually. So this is greater than 1, and this is even greater than 3. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Now students, we will understand, means we will do very important concept today. We have questions, and there was question in in the IIT 2019 based on that concept. And as I told you, that concept is not there in the NCERT, even not in the exemplar. So let us do that concept, okay? So the concept is, it's very simple, okay? Concept is simple. And then we'll do some questions also based on it, okay? So this concept, you will have full clarity. We will do 3 questions, okay? So we are not in hurry right now, okay? Our classes started late, so this concept and then 3 easy questions based on it. So have patience. So students, in eudiometry, we have a method. So this is actually a method And in this method, we use this method to determine the molecular formula, okay, or even the percentage composition of the gaseous mixture. So basically, we find we have the questions related with the molecular formula. So finding the molecular formula on this basis, and see, you have found you have already know the method how to find the molecular formula using the percentage composition, and then finding the empirical formula and then molecular formula, right?
Yes.
But now this, so means we will be dealing with the gases. So what do we do in this method? So we find the molecular formula or the percentage composition. So make your notes along with me. Composition of a gaseous mixture. And understand one thing, this is related with hydrocarbons. So this molecular formula is also of the hydrocarbon, and they are all hydrocarbons. So what are hydrocarbons?
Compounds of hydrogen and compounds of only hydrogen and carbon and oxygen.
Hydrogen, carbon, oxygen. So the compounds which are composed of hydrogen, carbon, oxygen are called hydrocarbons. Okay. So now apparatus. So what's the apparatus do we have for this? So apparatus, we have this tumbler sort of thing, and then we have a graduated tube which is open at one end. Okay, so it's open at one end, this tube, and its graduated means you can see the volume. Okay, so this perfect tube means, okay, you can, friends, I'm trying to find a figure of this pedometer for you. So students, that's the figure. See, you need not to draw means if you would like to draw, okay, you can draw it, but you will you can draw it so now or later, means it is there on the Google search. You just Google search pedometry and you will find it over there. So students, see here, this is you can see that this is a graduated tube which is open at this end. So the closed end is provided with even the electrodes are not there, so we can have, so that's means this diagram, so obviously they are also not of same kind, so this diagram is can also be like this, where the hydrocarbon is filled, and this also, this cylinder, this tube, sorry, and It is connected with the electrodes. Okay, so gases pass through the tube, and this tube is filled with mercury, and it is inverted, and this also can be the case. So these are two different apparatus we have. Okay, so these are the electrodes. Basic thing is that we will have sort of gases mixture and then the reaction. Okay, so a known volume of gaseous hydrocarbon or gaseous mixture mixed with excess of oxygen or air. So in this reaction, students, you will find that you have some hydrocarbon. Okay, basically hydrogen, carbon and hydrogen you will be finding. So oxygen means you will be then doing the combustion. So this will be the reaction. In these reactions you will have a combustion. Okay, means this can be X, this can be Y. You will have this reaction. Okay, students, and then so what will be formed whenever these means any of these alkane, alkene, alkyne, they are means you do their combustion, you will always get carbon dioxide.
and water
Yes,
along with heat.
yes, along with heat. Okay, yes. So students, this mixture is introduced in the tube, and air is also introduced because for combustion you need oxygen. Now you can do the combustion with the electrodes or with the spark, so that carbon and hydrogen are oxidized. So oxidized means oxygen will be added to them. So that is the meaning of oxygen, addition of oxygen. And then the mixture is cooled. So why? So what are the steps? Just let us write the steps. First step is the combustion. Second step, cooling the mixture. Why? So that H2O vapors will change to H2O liquid. Okay? Because these will be produced in the gaseous forms. These are all gas. Okay, students? These are all gases. Ideometry is about gases. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
So cooling. So now what about, now this gas is changed to liquid. So what about its volume? Its volume will be
Decrease.
Yes, its volume will, see, it's negligible actually. Its volume will be negligible as compared to the volume of the gas. Why? Because see, the molecules in gaseous state, they occupy all the space. But in liquid, they will only settle here.
Yes, sir.
So understand this concept. Cooling the mixture means gas will be converted to liquid and volume is negligible as compared to the volume of the gases. Is this clear?
Sir. Yes.
Now third and final step. KOH, potassium hydroxide is introduced. Okay, potassium hydroxide is introduced. What is the purpose of this?
Carbon dioxide.
Very good. So you have read it earlier also?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Where have you read it?
Sir, in the book of class 10.
In the book of class
10.
about KOH
Yes, sir.
or about this whole process?
Sir,
Only KOH. Very good. So KH will absorb this carbon dioxide. So KOH will absorb this and you are going to cool it to change it into liquid. So these are the two things, okay?
Yes, sir.
So KH is introduced, which absorb carbon dioxide. So it absorbs carbon dioxide. So what will be left? Tell me. This is changed to liquid. This is absorbed. This is you did a combustion of this. So this is transformed to them to these two. So you are left with only oxygen. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Which oxygen? Used or unused?
Unused.
Unused oxygen is left. So tell me which one is the limiting reagent in this reaction?
Oxygen.
Which limits the production of reactants? Who is limiting the production of reactant? Who is limiting the yield?
Yeah.
Who is limiting the yield?
Hydrocarbon.
Yes. So hydrocarbon is limiting the yield. So hydrocarbon, basically we have only hydrogen and carbon, students. Okay. In organic chemistry, we study the compounds which have oxygen also, but as hydrocarbon means hydrogen and carbon only. Oxygen is not there in hydrocarbons. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Am I right or not?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So basically, you can say that hydrocarbon is it's an organic compound which is composed exclusively of hydrogen and carbon atoms. Okay, and these are hydrocarbons are actually naturally occurring compound. Okay, that you get from Earth, like crude oil, and you get petroleum and diesel after doing its uh, refining, and natural gas, coal. So all these important energy resources are your hydrocarbons. Okay. So hydrocarbons are only composed of two elements, hydrogen and carbon only. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now this unused volume of oxygen is also measured, but we don't need it. So what is the principle behind this? So we have apparatus and then process, but what's the principle? So the principle is this eudometry, which is a method, is based on Avogadro's law. It is based on Avogadro's law. And what is Avogadro's law? Which states that equal volumes of all gases under similar conditions of temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules, or you can say moles, okay, or you can say mass, or you can say volume, okay. So equal volumes of all gases under similar temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules or moles. Is this clear, students? That's Avogadro's law.
Yes.
Now you have written the equation CXHY is equals to O2 gives CO2 plus H2O. Can you balance this equation, students? See how to balance it. I have X atoms of carbon, so obviously I will get X here. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now how many hydrogen I have? Y. So Y hydrogen I have. Now see, carbon are balanced. Hydrogen is also balanced. No, hydrogen is not balanced. So here I should have Y by 2. So now hydrogen is balanced, right? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now what about oxygen? I need to balance oxygen. So what shall be here?
2x plus.
See how many oxygen do I have here?
Sir, 2x.
2x atoms. And how many here?
Y by 2.
So what do I get here?
2x plus y by 2.
See, there are 2 atoms are already there. So you will be multiplying this figure by 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you can write it as Z, suppose. Okay. So if this is Z, then this is 2Z. So 2Z is equals to this plus this. So what will be the value of Z? X plus Y by 4, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So now CXHY plus, so students, you can now remember this equation. Okay. Yes. And if you look at Avogadro's law, see, we have the equation of all the gases law. How to remember this? Okay. See, this equation was not available when the Avogadro's gave that law. Okay. It was derived later on. Okay. So, but the equation combining all the gas laws, we have ideal gas equation PV is equals to nRT. Yes. So, we are talking about number of molecules, number of moles. So that is N. So N will be equal to PV by RT. Students, have you seen this equation or not?
No, sir.
No. Okay. Doesn't matter. Okay. This is very important equation. We call it ideal gas equation. Okay. What is T? Temperature. What is P? Pressure. What is V? Volume. What is R? This is constant. Okay.
Okay, sir.
See, when you are similar conditions of temperature and pressure. So temperature you have fixed. This is constant. Pressure also you have fixed. So similar condition, temperature, pressure, and fixed, and volume also you have fixed equal volume. So that you are, so you have fixed all the four variables. So this n will be fixed or not? Will it be constant or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got the concept?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is why this number of moles will be constant, because you have fixed all these three variables. R is already constant, but you have pressure, volume, and temperature. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
PV is equal to nRT. Remember this. This is the ideal gas equation. Very important. You will. This is just like ABCD of chemistry. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, students. Good. Now shall we
Are
do?
there any other
Yes.
factors on which the moles depend?
No, only on these factor, as far as gases are concerned. That is why this ideal gas equation. None of the gas is actually ideal gas, but still we consider, whenever we are doing, we consider that as ideal. Okay.
Oh,
Now, shall we do some practice question or directly do the IIT question?
practice questions.
Practice.
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, we have question number 1. We have 8 ml of gaseous hydrocarbon. This is 8 ml. And it was exploded with 45 ml of oxygen. The volume of the gases on cooling was found to be 37 ml and 16 ml. Okay. So actually this L we take capital. Okay. So, and which was absorbed by KOH. So who absorbed KOH? Carbon dioxide. And the rest of the, if there are any other gases, they are also absorbed in the process by alkaline solution. Okay.
Okay, sir. Yes.
And this was cooled down, whether it is written or not, but this is there, because that's the part of process. So find the formula. So in all the questions you have to do only one thing. You have to find the formula for CXHY. And in all the questions, students, you have measured volume is introduced. Measured volume of hydrocarbon is introduced. Okay, fine. So how to find it? So when so how much is the volume of carbon dioxide produced for the 8 ml of hydrocarbon? See, hydrocarbon was 8 ml. So understand this. 1 mole will produce X moles of carbon dioxide. 1 mole of CXHY. Okay. And 1 ml will produce, see, this procedure will be same for all the questions. Okay. So 1 milliliter will produce, so instead of mole it is, so XL. So this is what we are doing according to the Avogadro's law, because these are gases. Okay. Now if there is 8 ml, so then here 8 xml. Is this clear?
Yes.
So this is for all the questions. Okay, same process. So this is actually 16 ml and this is 37 ml other gases. So students, how much is this given to you? 16?
Yes.
So 8x is equals to 16. See, these questions are of similar type, okay? So what is the value of x you get from here? So now contraction in volume on cooling for 8 ml hydrocarbon. What will be the volume? So it's 8 into x plus y by 4 ml is equals to so carbon dioxide is how much? 16 ml. This is so what do you get here, students? 2 plus y by 4 is equals to 16. So what's the value of y from here? So what's the value of y?
0.
Value of y is 0. How can it be 0? Okay, because this will be 0, then only 8 multiplied to 16 is equals to 16. So there might be some problem with this question. So let's do the question based on you. You have at least got the steps. Let's do the question from the previous year paper.
So can you explain the step when after finding the value of x?
Okay. Yes. I have.
The step that is done after finding the value of x.
Okay. Okay. See, all the steps will be repeated. Just let us do this question. Steps will be same. Okay. See, at fixed temperature, fixed pressure. So we have a hydrocarbon CXHY, which is 10 ml, and 10 ml of hydrocarbon requires how much of oxygen?
55 ml.
Yes. So 55 ml of oxygen for complete combustion, and it gives you carbon dioxide. How much of carbon dioxide?
40 ml.
40 ml. So let us balance this equation. What will come here? X plus y by 4. What comes here? X, and what comes here? Y by 2 H2O. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So 1 mole so it's standard 1 mole here, and it's X plus Y by 4 moles here, and X moles are here. Agreed?
Yes.
So 1 mole of hydrocarbon and these many moles of oxygen gives these many moles of carbon dioxide. Agreed or not?
Yes, sir.
Now 1 ml, I want 10 ml, right? So if there is 1 ml, as per Avogadro's law, it will be X plus Y upon 4. So these were mole. So this will be liters. Yes. XML. Agreed?
Yeah.
Now for 10 ml, it will be multiplied by 10, right? So X plus Y by 4 multiplied by 10. Agreed? And this will gives you 10x ml. So I have multiplied them with 10, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So obviously we have to find the value of x and y. That's the formula. Okay. Now what is given to us? Volume of carbon dioxide. What is it? 40 ml. So it means 10x equals to 40 ml.
Yes.
Yes. Now I have written this similar equation. This equation is equal to this. Okay, students. See, you have simple two equations, two variables. Yes. So 10x equals to 40 ml. So from here you can find the value of x. So x equals to 4. Now second thing, what about the volume of O2? that is equals to 10 into x plus y by 4 equals to 55 ml. Agreed? बेटा ये इजी है ना ये?
Yes, sir.
तो क्या क्या निकालो y की वैल्यू?
Sir, 6.
4 पुट कर दो x की वैल्यू.
Sir, 6 आ रही है y की वैल्यू.
हाँ 6 करेक्ट. तो बताओ कौन सा ऑप्शन हो गया आपका? x 4 आ गया, y 6 आ गया.
Sir, second option, C4H6.
Yes, that's the correct answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
करो सब करो इसको कैलकुलेट. इसमें कौन सा बड़ी बात है?
Done.
तो 40 प्लस y बाय y 10y अपॉन 4, तो इससे कैंसिल हो जाएगा, इक्वल्स टू 55. या फिर इसको इधर जाके माइनस कर दो, कितना आ गया? 15 15 4 दा 60. यस, यहां से काट दो इसको. 3 2 2 3 टू द 6. ओके. तो स्टूडेंट्स आवर कंपाउंड इज C4H6. नाउ लेट अस सी ऊपर वाले क्वेश्चन में हमने क्या किया है. सिमिलरली उसको ऊपर वाले को भी करना था हमें. ठीक है, लेट्स सी व्हाट वी हैव डन विद दैट. तो उसमें 1 मोल और इसके कितने मोल हैं? x प्लस वाई बाय 4 मोल्स. और इसके कितने हो जाएंगे यहां पर? यस, अरे ml में चेंज हो जाएगा ना बेटा.
Yes.
और इसको किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया पूरी इक्वेशन को आपने? एट से कर दिया ना.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
तो यहां जो हमें मिलेगा डेट इज दिस इज इक्वल्स टू 45 ml ना. हम यहां ये इसको क्रॉस कर रहे हैं. ओके. क्या मिलेगा बताओ? डेट्स इक्वल्स टू, स्पीक अप, 45 हो गया ना बेटा? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
अरे सिमिलरली 3 इक्वेशंस यहां आ गई. और मतलब सॉरी, ये 3 जैसे ये यहां है आपके, ये यही तो रिलेशन है जो यहां वेरिएबल में है. ये यहां वेरिएबल में है, यहां ये कांस्टेंट में है जो गिवन वैल्यूज आपको. इज दिस ओके? तो एक्स की वैल्यू आप पुट करो. आप बताओ कितना आया? 2 प्लस वाई बाय 4 इज इक्वल टू 45. हाँ बताओ.
Sir, can you do in decimal also?
नहीं, डेसिमल में हो सकता है. इसका मतलब है कि ये क्वेश्चन में ही कुछ वो है मतलब, या फिर ये
Sir, decimal में ही आएगा.
हाँ सॉरी,
Decimal में ही आएगा.
नहीं फिर
Yes.
नहीं, डेसिमल में नहीं आ सकता. तो ठीक है, छोड़ो इसको. मतलब फिर इस क्वेश्चन को, ये हमने जो क्वेश्चन था मतलब आईआईटी क्वेश्चन, इट इज द करेक्ट क्वेश्चन. कई बार क्वेश्चंस में दिक्कत हो जाती है. ठीक है, तो ये क्वेश्चन समझ आया ना आपने अपने को?
Yes, sir.
बस
Yes.
दैट्स द मेन क्वेश्चन. इसी से बाकी क्वेश्चंस हो सकते हैं. ठीक है, उस क्वेश्चन को मैं फिर देखूंगा बाद में. ओके चलो स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, सो यू हैव डन ए गुड थिंग. नाउ जस्ट रिवाइज इट अप. ओके, एंड अटेंड द क्लासेस regularly. Okay, don't skip any class. That's very important. Regularity is at most important. बेटा आपको जो है रितिका और हिमांशी समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
ओके, अब बेटे रेगुलर रहो अब सारी क्लासेस में. यस गुड हिमांशी, ओके। हाँ अब स्किप मत करो कोई भी क्लास, ठीक है। हाँ अगर कुछ मुश्किल भी लगेगा तो अपने आप आसान लगने लग जाएगा टाइम के साथ साथ, ठीक है। नाउ बी रेगुलर। ओके बेटा, थैंक यू सो मच, ओके गुड बाय।
सर एक डाउट। थैंक यू सर।
हाँ हाँ डाउट, हाँ बताओ।
थैंक यू सर।
हाँ
सर हमने ये पढ़ा है कि सर जो करंट होता है वो हाई पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस से लो पर जाता है।
हाँ
तो सर हम किसी 5 वोल्ट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस के चार्जर से 15 वोल्ट की बैटरी चार्ज कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि सर वो चार्जर 220 वोल्ट लाइन पे है।
नहीं, वो जो है वो डिपेंड करता है कि एनर्जी उसके पास अगर है तो एनर्जी ट्रांसफर हो सकती है।
तो सर बैटरी
डिपेंड्स ऑन द एनर्जी ना। अगर एक, यहाँ एक बात समझो आप, ये बैटरी आपका इतना वाटर है सपोज, और यहाँ जो है इसमें वाटर इतना है, तो यहां से यहाँ फ्लो होगा।
यस सर।
और अगर नहीं है, इसका लेवल नीचे है पहले से ही, तो फ्लो नहीं होगा।
सर फिर बैटरी से जो एनर्जी है वो पहले चार्जर में फ्लो करेगी, लेकिन सर चार्जर 220 वोल्ट लाइन से कनेक्टेड है तो उसके
अरे
अंदर
वो तो वो चार्जर तो आपका एसी हो गया ना, फिर वो सेल डीसी है बेटे।
सर डायरेक्ट करंट वाला जो चार्जर होता है।
हाँ डायरेक्ट एडेप्टर।
यस सर, अडेप्टर।
हाँ आप क्या कह रहे हो एडेप्टर से? एडेप्टर पे लिखा होता है कि वो कितने वोल्ट को चार्ज करेगा, 3 वोल्ट को करेगा, 1.5 के होते हैं नॉर्मली, तो 1.5 मल्टीप्लाई 4 को चार्ज करते हैं वो।
सर फिर मेन क्वेश्चन ये है कि सर 5 वोल्ट का जो अडेप्टर है अगर उसको 15 वोल्ट बैटरी से कनेक्ट करेंगे तो क्या
अरे
होगा?
हाँ, कितने का?
सर 5 वोल्ट का अडेप्टर,
अच्छा,
सर उसको अगर 15 वोल्ट की बैटरी से कनेक्ट करेंगे तो क्या होगा?
कुछ नहीं होगा। आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट, लेकिन ये है कि उसमें वो इट विल टेक मोर टाइम उसको चार्ज होने में। कर देगा चार्ज उसको, लेकिन टाइम ज्यादा लगेगा शायद।
ओके सर,
हम्म।
थैंक यू सर।
ओके।